Ladies and gentlemen, my name is ChromeDrake and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. You might have noticed the title of this video and you might be wondering, why am I doing a 2.5 redo? Well, my friends, sadly, the evil of the Darkest Dungeon reaches a great distance, and I do have a confession to make. I started the campaign, and having watched back the first two episodes, I noticed something to my horror after they'd already aired on YouTube, that having typed in the name of the Chromatic Keep, the name of the town was hence known as the Chromatic Keep Estate. I'm afraid this could not stand. I could not bring myself to accept this name for all time in our Let's Play series, so I elected to do a redo of the entire thing and do one video to bring us back to where we were, that state of progress. Of course, things were different, and it was good. The redo worked very well. We had a stunning man-at-arms who was Lazy Turtle. We even found a handmaster who was Fox, and his dog, ultimately named Boo, mainly because I couldn't remember the other name he wanted, but Boo is more amusing. And then disaster struck when I went to record the next video, and it was late. The dungeon was dark, and I failed to hit the record button, and thus all my progress was already saved. It was an horrendous time. So that brings us back to this, the third redo. Of course, you guys are probably not going to see the second. I want to say right now, however, that this redo will not cut into this week's Darkest Dungeon content. I'm doing it simply so we know what the state of play is. If you choose to watch it, that's great. If you don't, then know that there will be some differences in the campaign going forwards. And I'd also like to point out in the last redo, things were a bit more difficult. But we shall just have to play this, see how it goes, and get everything sorted. So this will be a fairly lengthy video, but we're going to get through a fair few dungeons today. At least the tutorial, the starting dungeon, and the dungeon after that. And then we'll be away, and you can look out for more content, probably on Tuesday, I should think, at this point. We always start off with Dismas and with Renault in the same party, which always means you got a kleptomaniac bastard with you. Kleptomaniac bastard of God. And
keep to the side path.
Keep to the side
path. The
path.
hamlet is just ahead.
I know. So these guys are always the same. I will warn you, but I'm trying to explain. Shh. I wouldn't normally do this to you, but quiet.
Confidence surges.
Oh my God, Wayne June. Yeah, that's a bit pap compared to last time. Anyway, so apparently the bit of the loot in here is also somewhat random, which is interesting. But from this point onwards, after these two characters, all of the characters, yeah, and that's a bit different too. All of the characters are random.
Forgotten places.
Wayne June. I love his voice, but really, sometimes, just sometimes. All the characters will be random from this point onwards, and aside from the first dungeon, with which the layout will always be the same, and I don't mean the tutorial, I do mean the first dungeon we're about to do, we shall just have to see how it goes. I'm just going to get rid of this big fella first, however, a stunning blow is what I'm going to use on the first round. I will try and get through this, guys, as quickly as possible, get back to where we were, and as I say, I apologise. I did actually pick up some really good, useful, and he's resisted twice, he's a bastard. I picked up some really good, useful tips about how to actually play Darkest Dungeon, and I just wish that I could have shared it with you guys. It's a huge shame that it didn't actually happen. You know, like how many torches to bring into a dungeon, you know, what I need to bring with me in the Weald, in the Warren, in the... Yeah, so I mean, I got quite far. And I'm really pissed off about it. However, I didn't get far enough that, you know, not many secrets have been uncovered yet, guys. Let's be perfectly honest about this. I've got a lot left to cover in this game, a huge amount. So I really wouldn't worry about it too much. This is going well. We'll be getting rid of this corpse as best we can, though it is a beefy, mighty corpse. And incidentally, the first time through this video, I realised now that this guy covers two combat zones on his own, which is why some of the videos from some of the moves I wanted to use in the original video didn't actually work. Well, that's a great shot, because the next shot, if it hits, will kill him. Minimum damage of 4. That'll be good. And now whatever happens, this bandit is ours. Open his vein.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Not bad. Now, also, the last 3 times I've done this, this chest has been cursed, and I clicked on the wrong button, so it's already gone slightly wrong. However, I'm just going to leave it at that, if I'm perfectly fair. And we got 4 deeds, which is actually quite good. I've also pretty much learned that deeds are one of the hardest things to come by. Which is a potential gripe with the game. Apparently a lot of people say that you need to do the Weald a lot to get the deeds you need.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet,
go where you
these
may.
corrupted lands,
The stagecoach. Now these guys are randomly generated.
and you are bound to them.
And this is amazing because he's got exactly what I want him to have.
Men, soldiers and outlaws.
I'm very happy with this.
fools,
Okay.
And corpses.
And
All
Woodville
will find their way to us now that the road is
is
clear.
a perfectly decent backline healer, apart from Hand of Light, but if we get shuffled around, she can still do something, so that's good. We have an actual backline stun that's going to go very well for us. Our opening thing,
A
what?
sister of battle,
Claustrophobia,
pious and
Blight Resist.
unrelenting.
Blight Resist isn't a wonderful thing, so we might need to take Battlefield Medicine on him, just so we can get rid of that if it happens, but... Or is that just Bleed? I can't remember. No, it's not Blight, it's just Bleed. That's fair enough then. So, without further ado, let's crack on into the very first
Mecca
darkest
of
dungeon.
madness
Well, not the
and
darkest dungeon, of
morbidity.
course.
Your work begins.
Yes, we'll have a... We don't need him anywhere other than the back row. That's fine, so we'll just have her in the 3rd row. Pretty meh charm, honestly. I'll probably get that and sell it. So I've had a little look at the charms as well. But again, that's something I will go into you guys with as we go.
Now in gold. Later.
I'm going to take 2 shovels. It is always prudent. I'm going to take only 8 food, I think, for this run. And we're going to take just 7 torches. 2 keys. 2 keys is prudent. A couple of bandages. And another anti-venom. That seems okay to me. Right, let's go. I will be naming people after subscribers, as usual. Don't worry, Lazy Turtle and Fox, I have not forgotten about either of you fine fellows. I will try and get your characters back, or a near approximation of them. And yes, as Lazy Turtle, you did an absolutely amazing job as a man-at-arms. You were superb. And Fox, you only had 1 foray just before I realised my mistake. But again, you also did a fine job. You and your faithful hound were amazing. So for that, I thank you for your service. Though that happened a long time ago, the wheel of time ever turns, and things ever repeat within the darkest dungeon. Well, that's a handy first combat there. Let's see, all I can really do at this point is a dazzling light.
The match is struck.
The match
Blazing
is struck.
Star is born.
Why have I... Hang on. Oh, it's just not showing me the abilities because I can't use them. I thought that it showed them regardless, but that's a little bit odd. So, I'll tell you what, just so I don't get stressed, I'm going to move him a bit. Right, Open Vein is actually still the highest damage attack that I have right now. And that works out very well. We're going to use the Zealous Accusation,
Their formation
which
is
deals a
broken.
hefty amount of damage.
Maintain the offensive.
And we'll just move you back, because that's nice and cheesy. I like a bit of cheese now and again.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
Bone
blossoms.
crackers. Okay, let's see what's inside this unlocked strongbox. The contents are yours. Another shovel and 4 crests. Well, that's not bad. And the scouting here is actually very good. If it scouts further afield, it does not. I was hoping it was going to scout here or here. Now, in my last in the redo I did prior to this, there was actually a battle with treasure in here. I don't know if it's going to be random this time around. We shall just have to find out.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
It's an enemy! Well, the stone will not hold us. Wayne June, not at all. Can we stun this bint? We cannot. That is very, very unfortunate. Blight will just have to do. Now, on the off chance that we deal enough damage to smite her, she's going to be left on 1 HP. That's very irritating. Zealous Accusation. Misses! My holy words do not meet their ears, for they have none. Always the bloody healer. Always the healer that gets stressed. Have you guys noticed this? I have. Alright, she's going to die. I'm just going to, let's see. We'll try and get rid of this fella here. I say, where are the rest of your moves? I don't understand. I think this is perhaps glitched, or perhaps it could be claustrophobia. I don't know. I really don't know, but that is very irritating, whatever it may be. And also, I have also come to the conclusion that I think the Plague Doctor is actually a female, and actually a lady, and I had not realised this. That didn't work quite as I had hoped. I will be honest.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I shall give them no quarter.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Oh, indeed we will, Wayne June. Indeed we will. I have just moved around people that I did not wish to move. There we go. No, wait, hang on. There we go. That's what I wanted. Right. Marvellous. Let's carry on. Ah, excellent. So we can actually see if this is the same. Right, so I definitely want to go to the northern room. I shall do this right now. Use another torch. Kleptomania goes off. Always. It's always this satchel. I think it's just something to do with the first dungeon, so... Just to let you know that kleptomania is a thing and that Reyno's a bit of a sod. Oh, more surprise is excellent. The dodge, however, is not. Damn.
Safety.
Not doing too well there. Let's go with our previous idea of a zealous accusation. Rend for the old gods is dodged. Well done, Renault. It's all the thieving that he's done. You know, he's rather nimble on his feet. That's unfortunate. It's a shame that she got another turn so soon. They were not that badly off. She's going to die next turn. I am going to try and take care of the Scully Bomb, which does so. Excellent. May as well do a Plague Grenade. We'll see if we can't stun this fella here. Nicely done there. The Cultist Brawler was indeed stunned. Smite him down.
Success so clearly in view. Or
Absolutely.
is it merely a trick of the light?
Ooh, is it an illusion? I don't know. Alright, we know there's a trap down this next corridor. I'm going to endeavour not to walk onto it this time. I did it last time. Actually, or maybe I didn't, I don't know. Oh, you failed to disarm it, Dismas. That's your own fault, you silly sod.
Traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
I'm not surprised that Renault is somewhat stressed with that showing. It was a bit poor. Let's see, how much food do we have? Well, we're going to get hungry soon, but I can eat some of this just to get his health back. There we go. And we shall move on. Go, my kleptomaniac, get the loot. A health stone, plus 10% max HP, minus 1 speed. That might be good for slower characters that need to, say, stand up front.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
So not bad at all in that respect. A room battle with treasure. We are going to the last room battle. We still have a key available. We should be fine. Stop getting stressed. Good grief, it's as if you're in a dark, foreboding dungeon or something.
Victory.
And this is the battle that, if it's going to stress us out, it certainly will do. Okay, we're going to Dazzling Light this fella here. That's a really handy ability to have on the first dungeon. I must say. We're going to Plague Grenade, we're going to try and get our blight damage. He resisted, that is unfortunate. We are going to attempt a pistol shot, which kills him. Excellent. Well, that's our stress damage somewhat taken care of. We are going to do a Zealous Accusation. 8 damage. It's not too bad. Not amazing. Not too bad. We definitely need to take care of the Arbalist. Axe Blade. Curses. They're just trading fire between each other right now, but one more Plague Grenade will certainly sort him out, I think. Right. I was also under the impression that if you killed something with a Blight or Bleed attack, the corpse should disappear, so I think something slightly strange is actually currently going on. Not entirely sure about that, but it does seem a bit weird, especially with this fella here. What's your name, sir? Sorry, what? Simnel. Simnel's abilities. There we go. Let's kill you. And I don't mean the damage it's taking because it was blighted. I mean if an attack that causes blight or bleed kills it, the corpse shouldn't appear. That was my understanding anyway. Smite him down. Let's not prematurely leave the dungeon this time. I am going to snuff out my torch. I am going to open this chest and see what we can find. Well, don't know if that did anything. Still don't know if that did anything. I have heard that's a thing, but who knows. Right, don't really care a damn about this charm. Probably will sell this in the very near future. Tasty amount of heirlooms, however. Dismas, fast healer. Excellent stuff. Woodville, flagellant. Well, if you want to sort of hurt yourself to heal yourself, I guess I can't really stop you. I don't know.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
Oh, you make that sound so foreboding, Dad. Okay, right, we've unlocked the Abbey, we've unlocked the tavern. Where is Buggerlugs the clerk? Right, he's in the brothel. He's.
Rooms promise solace to the
I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable about this arrangement, I must admit. Before we do anything with that, who do we have with us? We have Alice, the Seeker Hellion, and Voisin, the Seeker Leper.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery
well,
make for a powerful
Mercurial in town will only drink, so that's a good reason to get the bar working. And fragile, minus 10% max HP. That seems a pretty crap thing for a berserker, if I'm perfectly honest. Right, what can you do? Wicked Hack. Okay, Iron Swan hits the person on the back row, which is an interesting ability if it bleeds. So she's pretty much got an attack. Interesting. Oh, I like Adrenaline Rush. That's very nice. So she's pretty much got an attack for anybody on the field, which is very, very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. But she is very much a frontline fighter. What's her speed? Speed 4. Now, if I compare that to Dismas, speed 7 or a healer, for instance, who's also speed 4. Basically, what it boils down to is I don't mind so much giving her the charm that will buff her health by 10% HP at the moment. Speaking of which, this charm, this trinket, can go and give us another 750 gold before we set out. Right. I want Simnel for the next quest. If I'm perfectly honest, I want him for the ruins, but he is stressed, and I do want my Plague Doctor around. Woodville as well. So really, I've got a party of potential damage dealers, and that is all, and I'm not happy about it. Especially in the ruins, where bleed is not such a big deal, where the blight is a bigger deal. So I'm actually going to risk taking Simnel with us. Now, what can we do in the bar? Are we going to put anybody in the bar to heal? I am going to still take Woodville. I'm going to try and level up Alice and Voisin. Voisin is more of a second line fighter, if I remember correctly. A very powerful one, but a second-line fighter nevertheless. Okay. Dismas, I think, is going to stay in town. We're going to take Simnel, Woodville. Yeah, this is dangerous. I know, I'm aware of this. Simnel, Oh no, but the battles. Simnel, Alice, Voisin, and Dismas. This could actually not go in our favour. Okay, so we want to get, in that case, Alice, Voisin, Dismal, and Simnel. Right, yes, we want to get Woodville drinking her worries away. She's got nothing against that, has she? Well, she's a flagellant, which is a bit of a pain in the arse because I believe that's one of the most expensive stress-relieving things that she can actually do. Right. That's not something I want to invest in yet. That is not something I want to invest in yet. So she's just going to have to lump it right now. Oh, hell. How much does it cost? I'm a softie, really. Woodville. 1,500. Jesus. Only through blood will I know absolution. Let's embark on the next quest. That was a bit of a piss around, I do apologise. Right, Simnel, you're going on the back line, and we're going to see whether or not you actually have all of your abilities open to us this time round, because... Oh, they just simply weren't selected. Why were they not selected? I don't understand. Well, whatever. Okay, fine. We're going to take Alice on the front line, we're going to take Voisin, we're going to take Trinkets, and give Alice that Trinket, which lowers her speed, but makes up for that HP, beg your pardon, deficit. Again, that's also not a bad thing, especially the plus 10% scouting chance. Let's do this then. Skirmish mission, we have to clear all of the room battles. Again, we're going to take 2 keys. We're going to take 8 torches this time. 2 shovels, a full stack of food. A couple of bandages, and a holy water. That should, in theory, I think, see us through. Let's embark.
The fiends must be driven back. And what
an interesting dungeon layout.
Than the seat of our noble line.
It doesn't look too bad, but we're actually going to have to do a fair bit of backtracking unless we get lucky scouts to actually find what we're looking for within the dungeon. An urn. An urn holds ashes of the departed. Holy water. Yes! And valuables remain. Ooh, that's very tasty. Okay, well that's a nice lot of loot to start our adventuring with.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
I'd like to go through the door, please. Thank you very much. And I backtracked 1 step, which caused stress, because that's amazing. Right, let's go to this room over yonder. Food and gold. Not bad, not bad.
As the light gains purchase,
a tarp! A tarp! We're fine, we're fine.
Is made clear.
I'll say, so Lady Turtle and Fox, I'm going to hold out on your character classes just for a couple of runs longer. If that doesn't happen, I will begin to rename people as I would wish them to be renamed. Right, we have 2 people here that I don't like at all. At all. Now, the Leper has got a fairly low base chance as things go. However... Ooh. Quite like that. I quite like that. However, his attacks tend to be very, very strong. And he's both debuffed. That's great. We're going to get the Plague Grenade going. Now, I could technically stun the... Oh no, of course I don't have my stunner. Ha 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 ha. Never mind then. Right, we're going to have to do something about this pair here. That was a hefty amount of damage. This guy's going to die on his next turn. That works out very well for me. We're going to bleed. They call it Snacklight. What is the bleed? 2 points, 3 rounds. Any additional damage that I can render to her is a good thing. And she is going to die on her next turn. So we've actually mitigated the strength damage we were going to take. The strength damage? The stress damage, no less. Right, let's give this guy a good bleeding. It's good for you, I'll get the leeches.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I agree, Wayne June. I agree. A Noxious Blast. And he resists the blight.
Slowly,
well, that's unfortunate.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Their formation
A mighty swing. A mighty swing. Alice.
Defensive.
You resisted the stun, but you were stunned anyway. That's unfortunate. Does it have a light? It does. And open his non-existent veins. And finally, the wicked hack.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Now then, let's see what we can glean from this wonderful chest. I'll take it. I'll take it. The more heirlooms we can get at the beginning, the better. So unfortunately, we're now going to have to move back. It's probably going to cause a little bit of stress to our party, which is somewhat unfortunate. And I now think they are stress-eating.
A blazing star is born.
A blazing star? I wouldn't go that far. If it's a blazing star, it's dimming bloody quickly. It's going to become a black hole very soon. That's an unfortunate trap there. Hopefully it doesn't stress him out too much. It did! Wahey! Right, we shall definitely take the torch. It's not really even a choice, is it, to be fair? We've still not had scouting go off yet. Oh, wow. Wow. What's this? Don't think I've seen this before. Okay, in this case, we need to kill the Arbalest, yes, but damage is also a wonderful thing. We are going to attempt intimidation again. Lower the damage coming our way. Wonderful. That's 40% of the frontline damage lowered. We're going to use a plague grenade and see if we can't start taking down the back line as well. Now then, what do I want to do here? Do I just want to hack somebody up? Why not?
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
A bump in the night. Kapew! That was a nasty blow. Alright, another plague grenade is going to the back lines. Keep it up, mate. Keep it up. Yes, he's dead. That's great.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Yeah, we're taking some of that. Right, Dismas is rather low. Rather low on HP. And the Arbalest, the Bone Ramble is still to go, so I'm just going to try and do an open vein. There we go.
Destroy them all.
Destroy them all. I will. I will. Though, unfortunately, this is the only move we can use. Well, that was a devastating strike, and the he is going to die very, very shortly now. We'll just hack away at some of these corpses for a bit. How about that? Seems completely worthwhile, I'm sure you'll agree.
Death by inches.
We have another key. Right, you sir need some sustenance in your belly. It's a sarcophagus. Okay. Not too shabby. We still don't have a bloody scout, and that was not the last room battle. So we have a bit more food to tide us over. Now, I recall that bookshelves are also something that you really don't want to get into unless you've got a way to relieve stress damage. So we will give those a wide berth for the time being. Now let's see if we can shuffle the... Damn, he resisted it. That's a shame.
Press this advantage.
Mighty swing.
No quarter.
A very, very fortuitous dodge there. Yes, I like that. However, a not so fortuitous dodge as far as I'm concerned. Look at that damage. The Hellions really doing it for us at the moment. No, not so, that's fine. Right, let's try and reshuffle this guy again, and then hopefully our front lines. Oh, you can actually shuffle them through corpses to get rid of the corpses. Or does it that get rid of the corpses anyway? I think it actually probably does, but still fascinating. He is cloven in twain.
Nightmarish creatures can be felled.
Or cleaved in twain.
Eaten.
Cloven? Yes, perhaps cloven's not the right word. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I don't know which word is correct. And apparently I have heard that the higher level your adventurer, the less stress damage they are prone to taking, so there is a benefit to leveling them up. Now, unfortunately, this decorative urn, yeah, we've already used the holy water
The light, the promise of safety.
on this run, so Speeders! No! We'll be fine, methinks. We'll be fine. I'm gonna kill one. Actually, I'll just kill this one, because, yeah, if I'd rolled minimum. I do like her. She's working very, very well for the party.
A trifling victory.
Right, so we need so this emerald worth 500 gold. Now, do I get rid of the shovel? I'm going to actually get rid of the medicinal herbs, because I don't think we're going to need it. Watch me now need it, honestly. Seriously, watch the game screw with me. So clearly, we know where the last room battle is, and we have 2 more battles to face. So how much food do we have left? I'm going to spend a small amount of it now. I'll leave enough for hunger. And let us carry on. I'm glad I didn't get rid of the shovel. Very, very glad. Maggots. Now, I must admit, the last time I came across maggots, I thought, lol, 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 maggots. And how wrong I was, because maggots, if they bite you, have a chance to give you a disease. I'm not happy about this. It's not on my to-do list. I do not wish to be diseased. So the fact that they're surprised and don't get a chance to attack us, hopefully, fingers crossed, is a very good thing. A very good thing indeed. Oh, 'tis an ex-maggot.
Success so clearly.
Right, now this is a Shambler's altar.
Merely a trick of the light.
We do not activate the Shambler's altar. It would be easy to. That would be stupid. My girlfriend was playing the game, and she was like, so, I came across this weird altar thing, and I used it, and I came across a Shambler and died. I don't wish to die.
Only the strength to follow it.
We're not using the altar, guys. We're just simply not using the altar. Now, here we go. Now, here's a possibility. I could attempt to do a blinding gas grenade, which would hopefully stun both of these guys for the turn, and then I could work on the front rows. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. That worked out very well. Okay, so now we're just going to work on the front rows of these fellows here. Could have stood to do more damage there, I feel, but never mind. We'll finish this off, hopefully in one blow. And then we are going to do... yeah. We could do an Iron Swan. That's a look... oh, the Iron Swan missed. What a shame. My plan didn't quite pay off. I tried, guys. I tried. Unfortunately, Simnel is getting seriously stressed. If he gets attacked again by one of those goblets, we are... well, he, at the very least, is in trouble. That's not something I particularly want to have to deal with. They are very dodgy, those little bastards, I swear. Iron Swan. That's great. That will take this guy out of the running. We're going to use a plague grenade and see if we can't get some damage on this guy in the front here. Now, the best we can do... no, hang on a minute. Purge? No, I want to deal the damage. Which unfortunately was minimal. Minimum damage! Never mind. Now here's where it gets dangerous. This guy decides to target our Plague Doctor. What a dodge. What a dodge. How much health have you got? We're going to use another Plague Grenade. It's going to deal the 1 damage we need to kill that guy. As dead as he possibly can be, the undead bastard.
Devastating blow.
And that crit pretty much ends the fight. Oh well, you know what? Die. And that, my friends, is this dungeon complete. Let's return to the hamlet.
A dizzying fall.
Good stuff.
Hole by hole, we reclaim what is ours.
Yeah, decent reward there. That was very nice. That was very nice indeed. We have a lot of deeds, we have a lot of busts, and we have a good amount of crests. However, here's the dangerous point. The traits. Alice, you are deadly, plus 1% crit. I'll take it. Voicing. Warren's Explorer, that'll be useful later on. Absolutely. Dismas, nervous. Plus 10% stress damage. Not good, Dismas. And Covophobe. Right, we will not be taking this fellow into the cove under any circumstances.
Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
I don't, but that could also be the fact that you punctured your brain with a bullet. So, I mean, you know, the barriers are a little bit thin, one would imagine.
So
before we
will face ever greater threats.
Wayne,
Our soldiers must be
Wayne.
ready.
Yes, thank you. So before we carry onwards, we are going to upgrade our weapons. We're also going to go to the blacksmith
Once again,
and upgrade our
stands ready
weaponsmithing.
to make weapons of war.
Now then, we do very much need to raise our stress relief, and I'm going to start with the bar since it is one of the cheapest to raise.
With enough ale,
Unfortunately, I
maybe they
cannot
can be
reduce the
inured
treatment
against the
cost.
horrors below.
So let's also go and see what we can do within the abbey.
A little hope,
That works very well.
however
Okay.
desperate, is never without worth.
Now then, let's have a look at the heroes available. I didn't upgrade the stagecoach network because I'm a fool.
Word is traveling.
Because I'm a fool.
Ambition is stirring in distant
Right,
cities.
we have Rames,
We can
or
use
Rames.
this.
I like Rames. We're going to have you, Rames, our occultist, and you've got a pretty eclectic collection of skills. It's not bad. It's not bad. And wearables. Beautiful. Come hither. Oh, I do like that. I like that very much. Okay. Bounty Hunter. I enjoy what you have to offer. Yeah, I do. Interesting. Very interesting. I like it. Okay, so the Bounty Hunter's cool. So,
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
indeed, indeed. So, next time, this is where we're going to leave this episode, guys. We're pretty much back to somewhat where we were in the first place. One thing I'd love to do is upgrade my hero roster, but I need some more crests for that, so hopefully we'll get that in the next run. So yes, I will post this as soon as possible. It's probably likely going to be going up on Monday. Not that you guys need to be worried about this, but there will be another episode coming on Tuesday with the best intentions in the world, all things being well. I shall see you then. My name's been ChromeDrake. Thank you very much indeed for joining me into this foray into the darkest dungeon. Great health, good gaming, don't contract the Red Plague, 'tis folly. And I will see you next time. Goodbye for now, guys.